For 24 hours, you can literally eat anything. Pizza,
Birthday pie,
pints of cream,
pork cylinders,
potato grits,
artificial bacon,
large macs,
sandwich casserole,
chocolate quail's eggs,
garlic pudding,
fluffy ruffs,
hoisin crispy owl,
pasta pillows,
bonbons,
McFortune cookies,
discount foie gras,
egg and ham slabs,
during dinner mince,
mystery meat,
quiches Lorraine,
20 cheese omelette. Anything goes.
Hello and welcome on back to Movie That Podcast with your hosts, Adam Barlow.
The volume on that. And me, Alfie Walker.
And don't go anywhere because we're going to be talking about the hottest films tonight. Okay, what have we got coming on the show today, Alfie?
We're going to be talking about the new Star Wars TV show, Acolyte, released today at time of recording.
Oh, and we're also going to be talking about the biggest businessman in the world right now, Mr. Brian Butterfield.
Humble brag who follows us on Instagram.
On the Movie Up Instagram.
Phenomenal.
It's insane.
Pretty phenomenal. We're also going to be talking about, this is a lovely little film that Adam went and saw at the cinema called
Young Woman and the Sea.
There we go, catchy name for that one there.
Niche, isn't it?
And we're going to be talking some film news. Bit of film, bit of catch up. Tell us what you've been watching.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's moving up for you today.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening today.
We always appreciate. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. This was the teaser episode. No. How are you doing, listeners? How are you doing? Yeah, turn me down. There we go. Thank you. I'm delirious, if I'm honest. I've got a little bit of a sore throat coming on.
Yes, same, Adam.
Have you?
Yeah.
I reckon I picked up some of all.
Yes, that's a very good shout. Probably those really unwashed glasses that we were drinking out of all day.
Yeah. Ooh.
I imagine that's where we got it from.
Should we tell the listeners what we did at the weekend, though?
Yeah, let's go for it. We had a busy weekend.
Yeah. Sleep deprived. So it all kicked off. I finished my last sort of in-person exam on Friday, so I'm officially done pretty much with uni, which feels odd. And then we got on the train at about 5 o'clock, went to Weymouth.
Jerried ourselves down to Weymouth seafront, yeah.
Which was run down. Sorry if you're from Weymouth.
Well, we said when we were there, in the daytime, it wasn't great.
Mm.
At night time, it looked like a little Mediterranean little party going on there.
We walked out of the Weymouth Pavilion, went to the Costa del Sol.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
It was lovely in the moonlight. But yeah, and we saw business tycoon Brian Butterfield.
Yeah. And if you don't know who this man is, it's a character kind of like Steve Coogan plays Alan Partridge. Peter Serafinovich, or Peter Serafinovich.
It
is
says,
Witch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I prefer Vitch, so we'll go with that. He plays this guy.
His name wrong.
Yeah.
I prefer this way, so I'll say it that way.
Sorry, Peter. I think you're wrong. So he plays this character called Brian Butterfield, who first appeared in the show in 2007, and he's just an idiot, basically.
Yeah, he's a big old businessman with plenty of business ventures.
All successful.
Yeah, all super successful. Yeah, and essentially it's from his sketch show, isn't it? But I think the most famous sketch from that is Brian Butterfield, and he took it on the road this year, a whole nearly 20 years later, which is wild. But and it was great. It was so great. I think we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. And then on the Saturday, we both went to Subu Summer Ball.
Yes. So officially the biggest student festival in the country, I believe. I think that is
that's the branding, isn't it?
It feels like a marketing thing, but that is genuinely correct. I've fact-checked that, which is quite a claim to fame, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It was busy, wasn't it? It was well ran, though. I never had to queue for a pint.
No.
The worst is queuing for a pint when you go out, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 big old bars. I thought the prices of drinks were decent.
Cheap. Yeah, $4.50 for.
I didn't do the 3-4 deal, but because I just kept getting one at a time. I don't have 3 arms, which is my reasoning behind that. But
should have balanced one on your head.
Should have one between my thighs and just sort of
waddled
like a penguin. It was very nice event. It was good to see the Taylor Swift lady. There was a Taylor Swift tribute. They had a Pitbull tribute, a ABBA tribute.
Yeah, the ABBA
Sean Paul tribute.
Yeah, lots of tributes here.
Lots of tributes.
There was a DJ in the evening called Badger, and I am not a fan of electronic dance music or any kind of music like that, but I loved it. I thought it was great. I enjoyed that
Badger.
hour. Badger.
I keep saying
Every
it
time the
randomly.
beat dropped, they would do Badger.
Badger, badger, badger.
It sounds like the Did I ask you though?
It does, because I mean, looking at the guy DJing, he had a bit of character. He kept doing the finger guns. He was quite sweet. But I wouldn't have expected him to talk like that.
No,
I don't think he did.
I don't think he does. No, but no, that was a sick, tiring weekend though. I must say.
Yeah. And I made it to the 5M Survivors thing the next day,
and then wasn't in the photo.
Yeah. I've got someone's arm over my face, so I mean, you can see like 3 pixels of me, but
You were there.
yeah.
At least you know you were there, Adam.
Yeah, that's all that matters, really. Would have been nice to be in it, but it's okay. And then I had to take that Sunday evening as well.
Yeah, wild. I did not go to take that, but how was that? You haven't told me about it.
Do you know what? It was really good. I think Ollie Maz is very thrusty. I've seen tweets about it. Really quite hippie.
Peace and
Like
love.
black yeah. He had black leather trousers on, and bless his heart, because I swear one of his music videos was in a play park, right? So he's really taken a turn in his career. But he's got some bangers, to be fair. Like
Yeah.
that one he did with Demi Lovato is a beautiful song.
Mum pop, I'd call it.
Yeah, that's true.
Take
that's
that
true.
full stop is pretty mum pop, to be
Yeah.
honest. But Ollie Maz especially is like you buy your nana's CD for Christmas, don't you?
Yeah,
I literally did
That
buy
and-
my nana's CD one year.
that and Michael Ball.
Yeah.
That's all.
yeah, literally.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a really great gig, actually. I think I've seen clips of their gigs from like 15, 20 years ago, and they're huge. They have like, it's like, you know, Warhorse, where they have the big old puppets. It's,
Comparing Take That to Michael Morpurgo's War.
Hear me out. They both end tragically. No. But no, I Gary Barlow, man, he's so charismatic, and I spent my whole life growing up with people being like, "Oh, I see your dad." I'm like,
Of course, yeah.
I wish.
But this is my idea.
Of a very nice.
Very nice.
Damn.
Yeah. Did he say that on the stage?
didn't.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't.
No, I guess
He's outgrown that.
fair
now.
play. Yeah.
He's probably been asked to say that a million times.
Yeah, he's probably sick of it. He's never had a nice day out since. But it was great, really good. They've got so many bangers as well. Like their new album, I wasn't too familiar with, but I've been listening to it since, and some really nice songs on there. Yeah, they've really matured as a band over the years, and you can see how they've been going for what, like 30 years, if not longer. So fair play to them. Very charismatic guys. Yeah.
That was a busy weekend, mate. Believe
Yeah.
me. Busy.
Needless to say, I did like nothing but a dog walk on Monday. I was like, that's
Well
me done,
deserved.
yeah.
What have you been watching recently, Adam? Other than we've both been rewatching the Peter Serafinowicz show,
Yes.
have you watched any films just casually?
Outside the one I'm going to review, let me think. No.
Oh, well,
I don't
really?
think so. I don't think so. I can't really remember Monday or Tuesday now. Well, Tuesday was only yesterday. Oh, Christ.
Jesus.
I must have done something, surely.
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
I rewatched both Billy Elliot,
Mm.
nice little flick. Haven't watched that in a long time, and rewatched Trainspotting.
Oh, yeah.
Two like Britishy films. Lovely though.
Quite similar
Nice.
films, actually. Aren't
Yeah, for sure.
they? Both about people with addictive personalities, isn't it? Billy Elliot couldn't get off the crack.
No,
Bless
he
him.
couldn't. Bless him. Off the crack pipe. Yes.
You've got to stop dancing, mate. I just
I
can't.
can't. It's all the
can't.
speed I took. You need to stop moving your legs, Billy.
Your jaw's going mental. I've just got the music in me. My only pinpoint for Billy Elliot is Zendaya taking the piss out of Tom Holland. But Tom Holland's not in that film, is he? He just did the stage version, didn't he?
Really? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how he got his big break, I think. But there's a bit where they dug out a clip of him as a child on like the Graham Norton show or something, go like, I can't really explain it. I haven't got the words. It's good fun. So whenever I'm confused, I pull that one out. But yeah, how was Billy Elliot? I've never seen it.
No, it's good. Well recommended. Nice sort of like I think it's a bit taller than Tom Cruise.
Mm.
But no, it's nice. Just a nice, easy one. Just something chill to watch in the evening. It's quite depressing, but Trainspotting 2.
Is it?
What a grim film. Yeah, Billy Elliot's surprisingly depressing. Like,
Okay.
the ending's uplifting, but the entire rest of the film is like, oh, damn.
Is it like? Oh, it's probably got nothing to do with it. But is it like Matilda, where the parents are just really abusive or not?
Basically, like, and it's set during like the miners' strike, and everything's glum.
Right. Okay.
Moving on.
Well,
Should we talk about some movie news, Adam?
we should. Yes.
So we've had 2 more additions to the Knives Out 3 cast.
Yeah. They don't stop.
They do not stop. We've got first one was Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
Opinions on that?
I think he's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's one of the people that I like wouldn't be that bothered about from just Thanos. But when I saw him in Dune 2, I was like, oh no, this guy's great. This guy's really good.
Yeah. He feels like he may not, but he feels like a kind of replacement for the Dave Bautista character. Like you can kind of look at all 3 of the cast and be like, okay, well that one's that one.
Yeah,
like they'll be different.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then the other one is, what's his name? Sorry, Thomas Hayden Church, who played Sandman in Spider-Man 3. He has also been cast in it, which is a nice, interesting one.
Yeah.
This is a busy cast.
It is. Can you remind us who else is in it? Because I think there were. I can't remember who we mentioned last week.
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Kaylee Spaney, Josh O'Connor, Andrew Scott, Kerry Washington, Jeremy Renner, which he's going to be playing himself in it. Because in
Really?
the second one, they have Renner's hot sauce, don't they? It's an actual part of the plot.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner is part of the plot. Jeremy Renner's hot sauce.
God, I need to rewatch that film.
So he's got to be in it as himself.
Yeah.
Which is a really interesting thing because they potentially might be playing on this whole thing where he literally died last year, didn't he? He got hit by a snowplow or something. Like, it might be something that I've seen a lot of people saying, like, it might be based around that, about like the incident he was in, and like it could be a bit meta, which I think's a really fun, cool idea. And he'd clearly be all right with it because he's back acting now.
I don't know if I'm making this up, or because I really want them to do. I feel like they've done an autumn one, they've done a summer one. I really want them to have
a
one set
winter
in a
where he gets
wintry
hit by a
lodge or something.
snowplow, right?
Yeah, so that would.
This is
I
what
don't know
I
if I've made
saw
that up.
online. I
Yeah.
saw online people saying that he must be playing himself,
Yeah.
and it potentially is Wake Up Dead Man is the whole play on him literally getting hit by a snowplow last year and surviving and dying and coming back to
That'd be
life.
mad, wouldn't it?
Cool though. I think it'd be interesting. Mila Kunis as well, and Daryl McCormack.
Darren McCormack was the other one I'm on. Yes, yeah.
I don't think he's going to be in it for very long though, because he's got loads of liked tweets from Andrew Tate stuff.
Oh,
so
has
I
he?
think he's going to get cancelled and kicked off.
Right,
the cast.
I see. He's a very good actor, I think.
I don't know if I've seen him in anything.
I saw him in that film with Emma Thompson. That's like it's called Good Luck,
To
Leo
You,
Grande.
Grande,
Yeah, something like that. And then he was in The Lesson with our good friend Richard E. Grant.
But that
Yeah.
cast's insane. A cool cast, really cool.
Great. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that film. I hope they don't drop the ball on it.
They're quite a good. It's quite a good cinematic event. I think everyone's like pumped for it, aren't they?
Yeah.
And hopefully catch it in the cinema again. Hopefully they'll do a wider release because they did about 2 or 3 showings last year, didn't they? Because it's a Netflix one.
I would like for them to swing more towards the Knives Out side of it
sure.
than A Glass Onion.
Way more
whatever that means.
actual murder mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of lost a bit of that, I think.
It's a bit over the top, Glass Onion. It felt a bit too removed from
from the
other
first
two,
one.
which I don't mind, but
The first one feels like an actual like Poirot case. Or
I also feel like it might be. Again, I've not watched them both for about a year and a half now, but I feel like Knives Out is a bit funnier.
Yes, I prefer Knives Out a lot. I think it is funny.
Yeah,
I think
there's
it's
a
a
lot
bit
of-
drier.
Yeah.
I think the comedy's a bit more slapstick in Glass Onion.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What else we got? We got Venom 3 trailer.
Yes.
Opinions on this franchise?
Okay, so I've actually never seen the first one. It's been on my watch list. I think I've seen the first 20 minutes of it. Not out of any vendetta, really. I just haven't got around to it. Oh gosh, sorry about that. I just scraped the paint off the wall. Yeah, I've heard decent things about the first Venom.
It's the one that started the Sonyverse. It's the reason we've got
Yeah.
Craven the
Maybe
Hunter,
we should be
Madam
blaming
Web.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best ones out of these films for sure.
Have you seen it? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fine. The second one's not great. Directed by Andy Serkis.
I saw the second one in cinemas, and I went with a mate from my secondary school, and we had a decent time. I just remember imitating the trailer a lot, like where he's like, "Whoa, shit, that is a red one," like just doing that a lot. But that was the main enjoyment I got out of it.
Wild that film is literally just over 90 minutes long.
Is it?
Yeah.
I remember it being quite
It's
short,
quite
punchy.
short,
Yeah.
I think Tom Hardy's like good in it. He's fun. He does the voice and everything very well. The character's fun, but
Yeah.
the films are a little lacking in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Have you seen the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't rush to see it. I think
Mm.
I saw it. No, I saw tweets that it had come out, so I didn't even get a notification on YouTube or anything. I just saw people talking about Venom 3. I was like, oh, have they released a poster?
Yeah.
No, they released the trailer. I was like,
Full
oh.
trailer, yeah.
And then I didn't rush to see it. I watched it the next morning, and yeah, it looks good.
It looks fine, I think, doesn't it? I think it'll be pretty much more the same. But it's the final one, isn't it?
Yeah.
October
In theory.
25th. That'll be
I
out.
do like the Venom horse at the end.
Yeah, Venom Horse.
I'm a sucker for a Venom horse, apparently. So, yeah, perfect little safe Halloween trip to the cinema. I
Yeah,
think.
I
So
agree.
that'll be my Halloween watch, I imagine.
We've also got Alien Romulus. The trailer came out for that. Did you watch that trailer?
I haven't, but I
That's
think
not
people are looking forward to this
majorly
one. Aren't
your cup of tea, I don't think. But
they? No.
Alien films, very good.
I do want to watch the Alien
first
films.
First two are good. The second one's better in my opinion.
Is that James Cameron?
Yes, yeah. So it's Alien, then it's Aliens, then the others. I can't
Who did the
remember.
first Alien? Was it
Should have look. I don't actually know.
Christopher Nolan?
Oh, Ridley Scott.
Mm.
The first one's Ridley Scott. Second one's James Cameron.
Oh, I did know.
This one is by Fede Alvarez, who did Don't Breathe, the horror film, and the Evil Dead remake. He's a great horror director.
That. Okay.
Really good. The trailer looks great. It looks like it's proper back to those OG2 films. So I think this will be very fun.
Nice. I do want to check out. I think I'd be alright with the first two
You will.
Alien films.
They're not scary. You'd be right.
Yeah.
Also, today dropped The Acolyte, first two episodes, which we're going to speak about in a moment, and Bad Boys
Bad Boys.
for Life.
No, that was the third one,
Jesus.
which should have been the fourth one. Bad Boys for Life.
For Life, yeah.
What is it called? Bad Boys.
Time for Retirement.
Yeah, Bad Boys, Back
Boys.
for Good. I don't know.
Back for Unfortunate. Ride or Die. Okay.
Okay.
Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Die. That's my opinion on
That's
that.
your choice. Fair. Yeah, I don't know if I'll see that. I've only seen the third one, and it was one I saw just before lockdown. I remember seeing that and Sonic the Hedgehog. Then we went into lockdown, and I felt, yeah, that's fitting.
What a finality on that is. Yeah. So Adam went to the cinema and caught
Young Woman and the Sea.
Young Woman in the Sea. Bit of a weird title, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's really
It's not very
isn't it?
memorable.
No.
I keep forgetting what it's called.
Yeah. It stars Daisy Ridley from Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars and Murder on the Nile. Was she on that one? Or the other one?
Orient Express
I
one,
think
yes.
Yeah, she's only in. That's the only two films I've seen with her in.
I think I'm with you on that, yeah. She's obviously in Star Wars pretty wooden as a character.
Yeah.
I think, well, her writing is wooden. I think she acts what she needs to very capably.
Yeah, she's very good in Force Awakens. Actually,
Yeah.
I think it's a little lacking though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even in that second one, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
In The Last Jedi, yeah. But she's properly a confident and very endearing presence in this film. I think she's great. She's the lead in this role, and for those that don't know, it's about the story of Trudy Edeley, who was this, at the time, she was a teenager, a competitive American swimmer from New York, and she's the first woman who swam the width of the English Channel. So properly impressive feat, and it's all basically about her growing up. She overcame measles as a child, and began to lose her hearing partially, or definitely lost all her hearing towards the end of her life. But at one stage in her career, I believe she held 29 US and world records, I think. So just an incredible sportswoman, and she's basically credited with being a cornerstone, like a real integral part of why women's sports, women athletes. There we go. I was going to say women sportsmen,
Women sportsman.
sportswomen. There we go. It's a great case for funding for all that and supporting females in sport. So yeah, I thought it's really inspiring. Actually, it's one of those films where you kind of go in like, okay, if I'm honest, I don't really know this story. I don't know.
Sorry about that, listeners. We just had to evacuate the room due to some rowdy, noisy, loud people. What is their podcast? What's their theme, Adam? Do you know them?
I do. I think they just do sort of silly bits of advice and things.
Well, I've got some advice for them, let me tell you. All we could hear was like a bunch of Neanderthals in there.
Maybe they're doing a politics podcast. They're just playing a clip.
Yeah,
of
right.
Parliament.
The House of Commons.
Mr. Speaker. I really do think that what Mr. Sunak's laid down on the table is not good for the Labour Party or the Tory Party.
That's exactly how that works. Carry on, Adam. You were talking about Daisy Ridley and this film called
Young Woman of the Sea.
Young Woman.
There we go.
What? It's got the most unmemorable title I've ever heard. I keep forgetting it.
The SEO quality of this film is non-existent. But I should say, the reason it's called that is because it's based on a biography that a guy called Glenn surname wrote. I know it's Glenn something, but he wrote it in 2009, I think. But the actual lady, Trudy Esley, she passed away in 2003. She lived to be
2003.
She lived to be 2,300 years old. Yes. But yeah, no, I was going to say before we had to take a break there. Sports dramas, right? They can get quite repetitive, quite formulaic.
Because you know what's happening, you know what's coming, don't you? So it's just the build up to it.
And even if you don't, you know that something notable must have happened because why is there a film?
Why are you making a film?
Yeah. So even just by looking at the poster, you're like, okay, well, she's obviously going to have swum the channel successfully, so you kind of know that going in. But it does a good job of really showing you the adversities that she has to overcome, and the extent of sexism at the time as well was quite drastic. Like, it really, you kind of don't think about how deep it was. So there was one trainer that she had. I should get up these names. He's played by Christopher Eccleston.
Nice. I love Christopher Eccleston.
Didn't even know it was him until the credits came up. I was like, Christopher Eccleston, who did he? Oh my god, that guy. I didn't even register because he's got white hair now. So he plays a guy called, let me check, called Jabez Wolfe, who's this Scottish guy. He tried to swim the channel as well himself. This guy, I think over 20 times, didn't do it successfully once. But he was brought in by these US bigwigs that look after the Olympic sports team to go and train her to do it. And at one point, I think this is slightly embellished within the film because if you read the Wikipedia page, which, of course that's correct, wouldn't doubt Wikipedia for a second. But it says that he was suspected of trying to sabotage her attempts, and in the film he properly does try and touch her in the water, which is like against the rules if you try and help them along. And also he poisons her with these seasick tablets, which I don't know. Yeah, don't know if that happens, but it happens in the film, and it was quite shocking.
Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't get away with showing that if that wasn't true. So
I don't know. I think Hollywood normally does.
Disney got a big old lawyer team. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, it is by Disney. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, it feels like, looking at the poster, it's quite cold, it's quite dark, quite drab. It looks all quite washed out and moody. But actually, the film has a lot of heart to it. It's very funny, actually, at points. Really, really quite optimistic overall. Inspiring, of course, because she's just an incredible athlete. Daisy Ridley, great in the central role. Some other actors that are in it. Quite a British cast, actually. You've got Stephen Graham in there.
Nice.
He's always good. Sian Clifford from Fleabag.
Yeah.
Who plays Claire in that. She plays one of her first swim instructors. Stephen Graham, yeah, like I say, he's only in it for a small role, but he plays Bill Burgess, I think, who was the second man to swim the channel, and he lived out his life in France for most of it, and helped her cross the channel at one point. He was there, like, manning the boat and overseeing that whole thing. Her parents in the film are played by Kim Bodnia. He was really strong in this film, actually. I think he's in Killing Eve and some other. Like, I think he's won a BAFTA
Right.
a number of years ago. And then Jeanette Hayne, who's this German actress, she plays the mother, and she's also really good in it. So, yeah, they were both good. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else to shout out in the cast. I think that's kind of it. But yeah, I thought overall it is formulaic, but I don't think you can really ever avoid that when you take on a sports drama, and you can extend this to being about any biographical film, like whether it's
whether it's
Rocket
like a
Man
music
or anything,
one,
because their life is already set out. Unless you go into fantasy and completely rewrite something, and like if you do that, like did you ever see Yesterday?
Yeah.
That film where the guy
The
everyone
Beatles
forgets
one,
about,
Beatles, and then John Lennon shows up at the end.
Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran's in it at some point. Yeah, weird film. That I don't think that works. It's just stupid. It's like, okay, well, what's the point in this? It irritates me. But yeah, you can't. There's only so much you can do with a real life story, and I think, I don't think this film needed to do anything completely.
Yeah, it did what it
new.
needed to do. Kind of.
Yeah. So I thought it was strong, solid, and if I'm honest, probably one of the better films in the cinema at the moment, because it's up against the Garfield movie, If.
Bad Boys.
Yeah. Kingdom of the
Ride or
Planet of the
Die,
Apes.
Yeah. Which is definitely leaving the box office now, because it's already been out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. What else is out?
There's really...
Furiosa. I have heard good things about that, so I might check that out.
I don't think it's going to get another... I don't think it's going to get a Mad Max sequel. I don't think it's done particularly well.
Well, I reckon in like 20 years' time, obviously,
they'll bring it back.
the director will have probably passed away by then. But I think he's in his 80s. But yeah, 79 I think he is. 79 or 80 years old, the director of that. George Miller, is it?
Yeah.
That's a tangent. But yeah, I do want to see Furiosa, and I think if you're not into children's films or that like Sting, that spider horror film that's out, then go and see this, because it's surprisingly worthwhile.
They are being so loud.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's not coming through on here, but they're just banging about, slamming doors.
Outrageous.
It is.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
I wouldn't have it. Buy it.
Anyway, I'll tell you what wasn't outrageous.
Bang!
The Brian Butterfield tour. We mentioned it earlier in the show, but we may as well do a little bit of a not a deep dive, but we'll just talk about some of our highlights from the show and what we thought of it.
Out the door, what a great hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
We were worried that it might fall flat, that's a long time to be one character. The Brian Butterfield sketches, I think there's about 4.
Yeah.
And they're all 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
But this show, it was great. I don't go to many comedy gigs. Adam goes to more than me. Adam goes to quite a few. But I just think I loved it. I thought it was non-stop laughs from the moment he walked in the back of the pavilion, ran down, high-fiving people, fell over on the stage, having a cardiac arrest.
I forgot about that.
And it just constantly went. It was so good.
Yeah. I think comedy as well, it's dependent on who you go with. So I had like great company in you, Alfie, because I've been to see comedians before, and it's very dependent on a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's like, have you had alcohol before the show? Because that can either help or hinder it.
Or hinder, yeah.
Who are you with? Who are you
the
seeing?
Whole crowd.
How good's their content? Yeah, what's the crowd like? What's the venue like? This whole, it's things that kind of don't really matter as much in a concert, I would
Yes,
say.
because you're just there. Everything's overpowered by the musician, whereas the comedian
Yeah,
is susceptible to the audience.
it's
to
one
everything,
person. Yeah. It's there's breaths and pauses and space for things to go wrong and things like that. But yeah, I think
Audience was great as well.
Yeah,
out
for
the
sure.
door.
We were all in on the joke.
All in on it.
doing the meet and greet after, I mean, there was some guys behind us that were quoting his
They
sketches.
kept going, Hoisin Crispit out.
Yeah.
And it was, it was just like, this is clearly the one joke they know from this. But
Yeah.
it was nice. It was nice. They were having a laugh. The two guys beside us were having a laugh.
Yeah.
Everyone was.
It was good.
Yeah, it was
Because I mean, the reason I say all that stuff about the venue and things is I went to see Joe Lycett a couple of years ago now, I think. I just went on my own because I think I just was like, oh my God, Joe Lycett's in Bournemouth tomorrow night, and looked at the tickets. There were like a couple, like maybe two or three at the back, and then there was one on the back row of the seating bit.
Right.
So like a fairly, still quite close to the stage, but
Yeah, for late in the game as well. Yeah.
yeah, so I bought that and it was about 50 quid. Went along. Stand up was great. You know, crowd was all brilliant. But going on my own, sitting next to two strangers that you don't know and being quite cramped as well. I thought where we were on the ends by an aisle as well and at the front. But it felt like there was space to laugh. Like
We were laid out.
Probably-
we were like
yeah.
kicking our feet
We
out
were-
in front of us. It was great. Like
we
we
were
were on
like-
the front row. Yeah.
yeah, you could probably hear us as well. Like we were laughing after the jokes
Yeah.
and like people would have heard us
Yeah.
laughing individually. So it was, yeah, main character energy. I think.
Spot on, yeah. And I think it was lovely. Like you said, the whole show was so good. Standouts were like, like saying the 5 B's of business. Oh, what a coincidence! They spell out Brian. Never mind. the acronym is actually something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It was when he was like,
it's-
if only there was a simpler way. I've just realised it spells out Brian.
never.
But that's
mind.
not the right order. Silly man.
It's so good. The bit where he,
The butter rocket.
yeah, butter rocket.
Stupid.
So stupid. Like it's quite. I realised this. It's quite Monty Python-y. The whole Peter
Yeah.
Serafinowicz show is very Monty Python-y, and I think that's why I love it. Like,
I think just this is an observation that's a bit removed from this, but I was thinking when I put the post on our story again, like it's mad that Brian Butterfield now follows me.
Yeah.
But, what a weird claim to fame. But when I put that up and people responded to our stories, because obviously you've got a photo with someone and you're excited, so people are like, oh, this must be someone cool that I don't know. So I had a number of people, like 6 or 7 people, respond to my story saying, who is this? And part of me, like half of the time I went, don't worry.
yeah,
And then
it's
half
Brian
the time,
Butterfield. Yeah, like,
half the time I explained it, and sometimes I went along with the joke. I was like, "Oh, just a really renowned businessman," and they're like, "Oh, I've looked him up. I can't find anything." And I'm like, "Okay, right now I need to explain it's a comedian." But I think you've got to be for Alan Partridge as well, and I think to a certain extent, Mr. Bean, and the stuff that Rowan Atkinson does. Like a lot of comedy that I like. I think I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I think you have got to have a certain. I was going to say intelligence, but I don't think I can claim to have that. But do you know what I mean?
I know
Like,
exactly what you mean. There's a real niche to it.
you've
Yeah,
got to
there
really lean into it and be willing to
is. Laugh at this
yeah
absurd,
like kind of
stuff,
jump the
yeah.
shark a bit and be like, okay, because I think some people will watch that and just get pissed off.
Yeah,
Because I know people,
sure.
I've got mates that hate Alan Partridge because they find him so irritating.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, but he's a character. He's
Yeah,
meant,
he's meant to be.
and
like
also
that,
he's so
yeah.
like you can look at real life people and be like, God, that's them.
Yeah.
Like it's Richard Madeley, and people will be like, yeah, but it's still annoying. I'm like, yeah, but
That's half
the
the
point of
joke.
it, yeah.
Yeah, like
you're not meant to like love them. You're just yeah. It's a very it's a UK type of thing, isn't it? I don't think it would track in America.
Yeah. It's also quite funny that people don't know. I don't think many people know Peter Serafinowicz by name. But the moment you show them a picture or say it's Pete from Shaun of the Dead, it's this guy, he does the voice of Darth Maul in Phantom Menace, people go, oh, what the hell? It's him. It's funny because I think it's Brian's quite a separate entity, because even when we met him after, he was Brian full on. Like the whole way through, he was like, and as we were leaving, because he asked us, what do? We said, oh, journalism students, we've just finished our degree, blah, blah, blah. And as we were leaving, he like went to us, he went, congratulations on the degree. this degree, meaning the one that we just sat and paid 30 quid to go see.
I did
Not
hear
our
him say
journalism degree. Yeah, he was like, congratulations on passing the degree, this degree, as we walked off. Like the stupid
great.
show. Like, even like there is Peter Serafinowicz inside there, but he was Brian through and through the entire night. It must have been so taxing, so knackering, but it was
The prosthetics and doing that stupid voice, yeah.
so good.
I wonder if it's based off anyone.
I was watching, as we've said, we've been watching the show. Someone in the comments on YouTube had said, is Brian based off anyone? And loads of people had said it's based off this one TV advert from like 2004 where there was like a fat grey man in a suit, and he's clearly just based the whole thing off this one person.
That's interesting then, is it? Because the kitchen kind of thing is obviously based off the Sillet Bang adverts,
Barry
but that's
Scott.
not got the traction of that. So it's weird that I guess it was such a niche. It's such a niche reference, creating another niche thing.
Yeah, that it's so far removed,
off,
isn't it? It just spirals and spirals.
Madness.
He sung Mysterio. Is it Mysterious by Biggie? By fucking Notorious B.I.G. at the end. Phenomenal.
Wonderwall as well.
Yeah.
You're my standing first.
So good. So good. What a great evening.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 Brian's.
10 butter stars.
I'd pay 10 Bitcoin to go see him. We're going to talk about the Acolyte now. Caught Adam there having a sip of his water.
I keep drinking today, sorry.
That's that sore throat you forgot. We're going to talk about the Acolyte. We've both watched the first episode. There's been 2 released today. We haven't watched both. But
There was some confusion about the premiere date as well, because the US had it a day before, although at 9 p.m. So.
Which means it's technically the next day for us. So there was a whole palaver going on there.
I think it was 2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
because I used to stay up for Game of Thrones, which aired on a Sunday in America at 9,
Yeah.
and that was 2 a.m. here. I used to stay up for that.
I don't think it's worth it. Is
No,
it?
it's not. I think it's
Just
when
stay,
you're
stay off
younger.
Twitter and watch it in the morning. But
Yeah, wake up a bit earlier for work. Yeah.
yeah.
Initial impressions on that first episode, Adam.
So out the gate, I've saw some of the cast at Star Wars Celebration last year, and they all seemed very charismatic and very on board with the show. I still don't really know what this show's about, which is not necessarily an issue. I think it's got a cool name and I like the cast. I don't recognise... This is the thing, I think, actually. I don't recognise anyone from anything, which is a weird position to come at Star Wars from, because normally there's some celebrity or some pre-existing character,
Just
but this is
someone,
completely new, 100 years before
Phantom
the
Menace,
Empire and stuff. So it's quite a nice playground quite a nice sandbox to explore. And I think, I thought it was a great first episode. I don't know where it's going to go. I'm a little bit confused by it. I'm sure it's cleared up in the second episode.
I think they're made to be watched together, aren't they? A lot of these Disney shows do that, where if you got that first episode alone, you'd struggle, I think.
I will say straight out the gate, great choreography.
Yeah.
Really strong.
Really leaning into that whole, like, the whole George Lucas, how he loved the, like, katana, that whole martial arts style of fighting type thing. Definitely leans into that.
Yeah, for sure. I saw a little clip. You had a sneak peek when you went to see The Phantom Menace in the cinema on May the 4th. So I got to see that. And the clip that we got shown was that first fight scene between... I don't know which character it is, so I can't even say, but I won't say who it is. But the very first fight scene you see, this character walks into a bar and fights a Jedi, basically. The actress played by...
Amanda Stenberg?
Yeah. And then the Jedi was played by... Let me have a quick check. But Carrie Ann Moss, I think, yeah.
So, that's a famous name. I recognise that name. So, I'm similar to you. I don't think the trailers were very good. I don't think the trailers got me very excited. But this first episode, on the other hand, has got me going, okay, this looks great. This looks sick. The fact that it's all practical sets, they've not used the volume.
Beautiful locations as well.
Yeah, like it looks real. I think the trailers looked cheap, but the actual show looks great. I think the trailer's done a huge disservice to it. Similar to you, I don't know many of the actors. The only one I do know is Lee Jung-jae, who is the main guy from Squid Game.
Oh, is it?
And I hate when films, TV shows are casting at the same time another show comes out and they just pick the main actor out. I hate that. But I think he was awesome in that first episode.
Yeah.
I think
He's got
apparently he had to learn English for this role. He didn't know English.
Yeah.
And I think
Mad.
the way he talks and the emphasis on stuff he says, it's so good. I think it's so Jedi-ish.
He's
like,
really wise and a really cool Jedi character. I will say as well, the costumes for the Jedi, they've got
the High Republic stuff, yeah.
white and gold bands around them. Another character I enjoyed in it was the guy played by Charlie Barnett,
Yeah,
Yord Vandar.
Yeah.
He was
big
quite
time.
charismatic.
They know he's the sexy eye candy with his shirtless scene as well.
Yeah. He's got that hair. I've seen people complain about the haircut because it's like it must be like an easy hair to animate in video games and stuff for characters of colour. And
Yeah.
people take the mick that they say, oh, he's got that haircut, has he? I think it looks cool.
I
But
think,
who am I
I
to say?
think they look sick. I think the outfit, the High Republic outfits was the white cloaks, gold tunic.
Mm.
I think so far
Very
it's
regal.
really good, really good. I was doing a little bit of research, and during this, Yoda is still the top dog on the Jedi Council.
Is he?
They've said he's not in it. I think that's a lie. There's no way they're doing this show and not showing us a younger Yoda.
Yeah.
No way.
It wasn't until the not the title crawl, but they do a bit of reading at the start, like they did in Solo.
Yeah, quite like that. Yeah.
It wasn't until then, because it is just 100 years. I thought it was going to say hundreds of years,
Yeah,
or
it's
I thought
only
it was set
100.
like 1,000 years before. But no, it's fairly close, really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure.
Because if you look at the start of the Phantom Menace and then look at
Rise
the
of
end of the Rise of
Skywalker.
Skywalker, it's probably not.
Yeah, what's that? 70 years, near enough.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Luke's like 70 and Luke's not alive. Anakin's 10.
In his 20s.
So it's 90 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not that
it's like
big
swing
of a
the
difference.
pendulum back, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, they've said there are going to be no characters from the main. I think that is a lie.
It would. I think. Come on.
You can already see Plo Koon in the trailer. I don't know if you know who he is, but yeah, you can see one of the Jedi in the trailer.
Is it just someone of the same race, or is it?
No, I don't think so. I think it is explicitly.
Okay, nice.
So there's a whole thing. I think they're going to show Yoda towards the end probably, but I'm intrigued so far. It's like a Star Wars murder mystery so far.
Yeah.
The only canon worry everyone has is in Phantom Menace, Ki-Adi-Mundi goes, the Sith have been gone for millions of thousands of years, and this is 100 years before, and it's got Sith in. I'm hoping they're clever enough to work a way around that. But,
Well, I mean, I know for a fact they've got people at Lucasfilm whose sole job is to do stuff like this. Like they get
canon
paid
expert, yeah.
9 to 5 for this. Yeah.
So hopefully they'll be fine. But no, honestly, I'm really excited. I'm going to go home and watch the second episode.
I'm just looking at the cast here as well. I'm excited to see. I mean, Jonas Suotamo is playing a Wookiee Jedi. Just fun in itself.
Yeah, right.
So I'm happy for him because I remember him saying at Star Wars Celebration that he really wanted to be a Jedi, but because he's so tall, they're like, "Well, you fit
Be a
Chewbacca."
Wookiee Jedi, yeah.
But what a great blend of ideas there.
Cool for him. He's got a job for life playing Wookiees.
Yeah,
that would just
absolutely.
be his job.
And
Dean Charles Chapman. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's from Game of Thrones and
1917.
1917. Yeah.
Mm.
And then Daphne Keane played the girl Wolverine in Logan, the clone girl, the young clone girl Wolverine.
Oh right, yeah.
I haven't seen her in much, so I don't know. But
Okay.
she's hidden behind a lot of makeup.
Oh, was she the
David
David
Bowie
Bowie
one,
one? Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
She was cute. Hang on, how old is she? 19. Okay. Hi. Ooh.
Sirens on our end.
That could have been bad, that one.
No, it's really good. Excited for where it's going. It could be fun.
I'm sweating. even though there's alien prosthetics. Anyway, let's move on.
Prosthetics stay on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I love a murder mystery. I mean, we've been saying about Knives Out. Not there's going to be anything like that. Although, come on, Ryan Johnson doing The Last Jedi.
Yeah, right.
He would have been perfect for this. Wind the clock back 10 years. Be like, Ryan, don't worry, but we've got a project coming up called The Acolyte.
Yeah.
Helm that. It's a murder. Can you
It's a
imagine?
murder mystery.
I mean, we would have missed out on Knives Out, but can you imagine?
Star Wars murder mystery, Knives Out.
That'd be great. In fact, I can see them casting Daisy Ridley in the new Knives Out film. I can see them doing that. Or getting someone.
Yeah, in my head, she was in it. Actually, you're right. No, she's not in the first one, is she? Yeah.
Have they used anyone from Star Wars in the films? I don't think they have. Off the top of my head.
No. Second one. Is Batista? No.
No.
I don't think there's any Star Wars actors in them.
You think Ryan Johnson... No, I don't know. Maybe he's been soured from that experience. But
Understandable.
yeah.
I'm excited for it. The show's going to be good, I think.
Yeah.
I
mean,
hope there's a
Grace
few-
Randolph, who...
Yeah, saw the first 4 episodes, right?
Yeah, she was a big fan of them. I think she said it was her favourite show.
Yeah, which is baffling. Like, over Mando is impressive. So it's got to be good.
Yeah. And also, I get what you mean about it. The trailers looking cheap. I thought the trailers were interesting, but again, I had that affinity to the project because I've met some of the cast. But I was excited to see something new, and I do agree. Even in this first episode, I would say, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it has got the vibe of a fan-made thing. I would say. I don't know why that is.
Why that is, yeah, what makes that, but I
think
agree.
it might just be because I don't recognise the cast. That could just be it.
Yeah, it
might be
feels
simple
like
as
it's quite separate to everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a headline just last week saying that it's got double the budget of Kenobi,
Yeah, right. Phenomenal.
which is somewhat insane. But then Kenobi had a small cast, so
There's been some real misfires, isn't there, with Star Wars since Disney have taken over, but
yeah, it is hit and
really
miss.
like-
You've got to take everything with a pinch of salt.
Complete,
and be
right? Like-
right,
Mando 1, great. Mando 2, great. Book of Boba Fett, ooh.
yeah,
Kenobi, good in some bits, bad in some. Andor, moi. Like, Ahsoka, yeah, all right. What else we got?
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
I think people I think are perhaps harsh on Disney at the moment,
I
which
think so.
not without good reason, but I don't know. I do wish we'd look at me standing up for Disney, like,
Yeah, right.
guys,
You
come on,
corporate shill.
let me go to your premieres, guys,
Yeah,
please. Listeners, it's time for the best part of every episode. I'm finally here. I've been to the toilet. I've not got anything I need to do. There's nothing that's going to stop me now from meeting the Michael Caine. The Michael Caine. I'm so stoked. You don't even understand. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm shaking. Like, oh my God, I think he's coming now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Caine's Corner. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Sorry, what's going on?
Oh, fell off my chair there.
Sorry, mate. I was expecting Michael Caine. Who are you?
I'm sorry?
Successful English
Businessman
Comedian.
Brian Butterfield,
Michael
yes.
Caine. Oh, right.
That's me.
businessman Brian Butterfield. Of course, I didn't recognise you.
Michael is ill today.
Right, okay. What's he got?
Syphilis.
Good God, that's terrible. At his age.
I'm here to read you a bit of my book today.
Right, I didn't ask, but okay. Give it a go, I suppose.
Michael's ill, so I thought I'd step in and help out. Help the
suppose-
boys out.
Yeah, this would normally be the opportunity for.
Where's the more handsome one? Where's he?
I think you got us mixed up.
You
you
cheeky.
mean Alfie? He's he just went to the toilet, I think, because
Let me introduce myself.
sorry, I think Sorry, no, I remember where he's gone now. I think he went to the toilet. He said, "Adam, on the way back, I'm going to shout at those other podcasters." That's what he's doing now.
I can do that on my way out for you if you like.
Yeah, just hit him with really get him by the throat.
Let me introduce myself.
Okay.
My name is Brian Butterfield. Businessman, entrepreneur, and businessman. But I wasn't always the success you're here to read about. Like a lot of people, I started life as a baby. But being a baby didn't stop me from trying to start my first business. However, the fact I was too young to open a business bank account or talk did stop me from opening my first business. But over time, like many of you, I became older. And finally, I did open my first business, Butterfield's Asbestos, with a lucrative contract installing asbestos in hospitals.
Oh, well done.
Unfortunately, it launched the day before asbestos was controversially banned from all construction use. Not one to be deterred, I started my second business, an asbestos removal company that was shut down due to staff getting sick with it. You've guessed. Lead poisoning.
Oh, damn.
Then things took a turn. For the worse. I was navigating a cargo vessel of butter tendos that turned into the bank of the Suez Canal. Running around. Running aground and causing a tiny international crisis. Having abandoned ship and returned home, I came up with an idea. The Brian Butterfield Sushi Sauna, where the smell is 50% of the experience.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
Nobody could have foreseen that hot and humid environment causes fishes to rot. The restaurant was a disaster, but I pivoted to my next business. Butterfield's Walk-Around Safari Park.
Ah.
For people who love animals, but don't own a car.
Very clever, very clever.
Luck was finally on my side.
Amazing.
Bad luck.
Right.
As the route round the park was 25 miles, it left people exhausted, dehydrated, and vulnerable to animal attacks.
Yeah, probably checks out. Actually.
Leading to countless lawsuits. But then, suddenly, a light bulb went off. Because I hadn't paid my electricity bill. But it gave me an idea. Butterfield's dark bulbs for rooms that are too bright. Due to each bulb requiring 15,000 megawatts to darken a room, climate change protesters soon put that idea to rest. But when one door closes, for me, Brian, another window opens, which I unfortunately fell out of. Thankfully, I only suffered major injuries, and during my convalescence, I came up with a new business idea, But365. The only gambling website where the house loses, guaranteed. And after that business venture, I was really cooking on gas. Specifically, one of those little gas stoves, as I was having to live in a tent in a churchyard. But then things really started to look up. Because I'd contracted a rare ocular disease. A rare ocular disease, which meant I could only look at the underside of my eyebrows. This condition cleared up, and at last I received a huge windfall. A tornado. A tornado had picked up a nearby church and dropped it on my tent. Not on purpose, I don't think. Just as I thought my life had hit rock bottom, my wildest dreams came true. Unfortunately, it was the dream where I was savaged by a pack of vicious dogs. They ripped my suit to shreds, but I bought a new suit. And that, dear reader, brings you right up to date.
Wow. I mean, quite the career you've had, Mr. Butterfield.
Thank you.
That's really impressive, actually.
What's your favourite business venture of mine?
I mean, I'm a big fan of the diet plan. I really do like the karaoke machine, though. Could you maybe give us a bit of one of your songs? Don't get stage fright. It's all right, you know.
No, sorry. I bought. I bought my karaoke machines from Japan, so the lyrics are unfortunately all in Korean.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough, I suppose. That is a good excuse. I'll let you off the hook. Well, have you got anything else to share with the listeners? This is a film podcast, Brian. Have you got a favourite film?
Favourite film?
Tricky question. But...
big question there. I quite like salmon fishing on the Yemen. That's one of my favourites.
Oh, mate.
Ewan McGregor is a real standout in that role.
I think the salmon was a really good standout in that film. Yeah, great movie. Well, thank you.
Barbie too. Barbie was great.
Oh, Barbie, yeah. That kind of though goes against a lot of your beliefs.
I was actually asked to be Ken.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I
had to turn it down.
I suppose you
due to my diabetes appointment.
Fair, yeah. I was going to say, like, Barbie though is all about kind of fighting the patriarchy and you know, the industrial sort of side of life, I guess, the economics and stuff. I think is that what that film's about sometimes?
You're starting to sound like a communist.
Yeah. No, I'm a Luddite. I hate this podcast machine. Well, I'm some solid picks there.
Thank you, Alfie. I really appreciate it.
Adam.
Thank you, Alfie. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I hope Adam can join us soon because he's missed out on this.
Let Adam know I send my love.
Will do. See you later, Mr. Butterfield. See you in a bit. Take it easy, mate. Have a good one. That was bizarre. Oh, here we go.
What a wild bit. Did I miss Michael?
No, quite a peculiar turn of events, really. Michael's apparently got syphilis. Which,
wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I suppose you couldn't really make that sort of thing up, so it must be true.
That's how that works.
Yeah. But instead we had, you wouldn't believe it, Brian Butterfield came in.
The damn man we went and paid to see on Friday.
Came here for free, yeah.
What the hell?
I know. I guess he follows our Instagram now, so he must be a big fan.
He's a big fan, isn't he? Of course. Oh, what did he do while he was here, sorry?
He read some of his book. I sort of didn't ask him to do it, but he did it anyway. He's
a man of the business world, you know. He's just trying to sell it to our listeners.
That's true. Yeah, he didn't say how much it was or where we can buy it, but I suppose you're right. That would be what he was doing.
Lovely. There's that Peter Serafinowicz sketch that is the first Brian one, and he says it's the accident at work one.
Yeah.
And then it goes, and then it comes back on like 3 sketches later and goes, I just realised I didn't include a phone number at the end of that advert.
And then he lists the numbers and it's like completely different numbers. I love that sketch. It's like, Paul Ball had a nasty fall when he was frightened by the ghost of his former employer. Like, okay.
And there's like, the woman is like, has some really bad fall, and she's like, and then she got hit with a dart.
But it's okay because I bought a book. I promised to read it
on my next holiday. Should we wrap up with some? I believe we've got a bit of correspondence from a fan.
We have. Friend of the show, Josh Brooker, writes in with 3 questions, 3 solid questions as well. I've not had a chance to think of answers, so this will be true, authentic reactions.
Yes.
Let me find them quickly. Here we go. Okay, so he's called us fine purveyors of podcast entertainment, and yeah.
If that past 20 minutes ain't
Yeah.
podcast entertainment, I don't know what is.
Top tier stuff, it really is. So we've got question 1 here. He says, across social media, people are constantly talking about people ruining film screenings by taking phone calls, having loud conversations eating in McDonald's, etc. I was wondering if either of you have encountered any bad breaches of cinema etiquette, and also how important do you think respecting other filmgoers is as part of the cinema experience?
I straight up think if you get your phone out during a cinema, you should be hung in front of everyone. I fucking hate it. It drives me insane when someone gets their phone. Don't go.
Yeah.
Don't go. If you're not that interested in watching a film that everyone's paid for to be here, don't go. I think my most recent tweet is literally what I just said, because when I went and saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, it wasn't even a big breach of that. It was just some guy row in front, which means it's in your eye line, a couple of seats over from me. So it was directly in that corner of your eye where I'm trying to watch the big scene where fucking Proximus is getting killed by these birds or whatever.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
We've done that twice now for that film. No.
Just that film, though. Always that film.
Yeah.
And on the phone, on Snapchat, put your damn phone away.
Going through multiple apps
Yeah.
as well. Oh my god.
It wasn't a quick check of the time. Like,
That'll allow. But even then, it's pushing it.
yeah, wild. Oh,
Got
the
probably
guy-
like idly scrolling
oh,
through.
like on the phone, on the home screen,
With no
thinking
purpose
about
as well.
what app to click on.
Oh my god.
Snapchat, then Facebook.
That's insane.
Like, oh, I was
yeah,
so
that's
angry.
mad. My god. I'm trying to think if I've had anything recently. It's one of those things where it'll bug me for a week and then I'll get over it. But I'm trying to think. There's definitely been some examples.
When I went and saw, what was the Spider-Verse one? Like,
The recent one.
is in the MCU one. No Way Home.
Yeah.
Went and saw that. The guy next to me, and I get it, he's very excited, but the guy next to me ruined the Andrew Garfield reveal
God.
because it wasn't too bad, but we were sat there and obviously Garfield appears in the portal, doesn't he? And I didn't click that it was a different Spider-Man, and this guy just like jumped out of his seat and was like, "Oh my god, it's Andrew Garfield!" I was like, "Oh, mate, okay, it is, but you just ruined that reveal for me
Yeah.
5 seconds ahead of the film reveal." That was annoying. That was a real stinker.
Yeah.
I get he was excited. The cinema was packed, and I would have understood that it was Andrew Garfield in 5 seconds' time. But just like, oh mate, let the film do it for me, not you. Like,
Yeah.
it's annoying.
Yeah. I presume he figured it out at that moment as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, he did figure it out.
He
that
didn't need to
moment.
announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I'm a pretty good cinema goer, but I think there has been a time where I brought in what was it? It might be the Five Guys.
Full Five Guys.
Yeah. Just the burger, but it was like a small one as well. With not many toppings, but still, I did feel very guilty about that because that's not really.
I think that's fine because cinemas sell pizza and burgers and hot dogs and
Yeah, but
nachos.
Five Guys is just is difficult to eat.
Yeah.
I'm also nachos irritates me. That is such an impractical, loud thing to eat.
Carrying it in alone is impractical with your tray of cheese and jalapenos falling on the floor.
And they really pile it on. So like, good value for money, but yeah, it's also you
Crunching,
can't
so
hear this.
crunchy.
You can't hear it yourself. So you're doing yourself a disservice by getting that.
Fucking kids in the recliner seats squeaking, constantly moving their chairs. I had that with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Some kids going.
During
That was horrible.
T'Challa's funeral. scene.
Literally,
Oh my
no
gosh.
joke. In quiet moments, I don't care. When it's big loud, go for it. Eat your noisy crisps. I don't mind.
yeah.
I'm not too fussed about food, but
Yeah.
just being a disruptive person during a cinema. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a big no-no. What was the second part of that question? Sorry, I've forgotten.
I also had a man in Apes, right? And he kept pointing at the screen. He was in a recliner next to me.
Are you sure it was a man or was it an ape?
Cooper. He was laid back in his recliner, and every now and then he'd just go, ah.
All right, Leonardo
Point.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah, it was like Leonardo. Yeah.
So
So weird.
yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so in short, very important to us.
Yeah.
You've got to have some sort of self-awareness. I think.
Sure.
You'd think it's self-explanatory, but it never is it?
I think the pandemic is partially to blame for it.
Sure.
Because same with concert etiquette. Like, people just don't know how to behave in like concert scenarios
Get
now.
really argy-bargy. There was
Yeah.
a little bit of that to take that as well. I'm like, you're all too old for
Mum,
this.
calm down.
Yeah. Gran, what are you doing? Put that young man down. Right, question 2 here. There's been a common trend so far this year of big films underperforming in cinemas, whether The Fall Guy, Furiosa, The Colour Purple. God, was that this year? It was the year.
Wow.
Or even Challengers. Yes, I know Challengers hasn't bombed, but it hasn't had a particularly stellar box office return. That's fair enough. Do you think it's a case of the studios spending too much and having expectations too high, or more that these are films that filmgoers would rather see on streaming? Going through them, I think The Fall Guy, I would absolutely say wait for streaming because I was disappointed with that. The Colour Purple just didn't have a big release at all, I would say. It was successful and Oscar nominated, but it's a very American story. It's a famous book in America. It just doesn't track well in the UK, I would say, that one. But again, it didn't have a big release. And Challengers... Furiosa, I think that's a real shame. I can't explain why that one's bombed.
I think potentially there's too much on, which is ironic because this week there's fuck all on.
Yeah.
Because we've currently reviewed a comedy show we went to and a TV show. I think overall there's too much content.
With streaming and things like that. Yes, yeah.
Just overall, there's stuff for everyone anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think the pandemic potentially has made people get used to watching stuff at home. And people know that these films are going to be coming out in 4 weeks. I remember going to the cinema and having to wait half a year to get a film on DVD. It's there on streaming in 4 weeks, 6 weeks now.
And I preferred waiting that long as well because...
It's the anticipation for it, right?
Yeah, for sure. And you forget bits of the film and you're like, okay, when you see it again, it's almost like seeing it for the first time again. Like you kind of remember maybe a third of it.
Yeah, and for sure, I think people have got used to that mainly from the pandemic. Too much going on. People are skint.
Yeah.
People are skint. People have to choose, don't they? Like,
do you think Challengers had good trailers?
No, I don't think it did.
Because I think it's a difficult film to market, that one, because it is on the face of it pretty not much happens. Like we said this.
Yeah, I said this last week when you said give me a synopsis, and I went, there's a love triangle and they play tennis, and affairs ensue. Like,
it's a difficult one, that one. I wish it did better because I think it's up there with the best films of the year. But
you're right with Furiosa. I can't tell you why Furiosa didn't hit.
I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't say I've.
Well, the reviews are fairly positive.
Yeah.
But just no one's showing up for it, which is mad because Mad Max.
I guess it's very
crazy.
Maybe actually people have seen Dune Part 2 and they've had their share of desert
films. Yeah.
It could be as simple as that, because we were saying with the Dune Part 2 review that we didn't like particularly the setting of a desert and a wasteland, and you only need to take a walk around the UK to get that effect. Oh dear. Anyway, and then the final question for this week is: this year, Cineworld and Odeon have really stepped up their showings of older films in their schedules. I think this is a related question. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to be critical. If anything, I'm thrilled to have the chance to see a film like The Matrix on the big screen for the first time.
For sure.
In brackets, never seen it. I know, sue me. I've seen half of it.
Yeah, I don't think
they are showing it though next week, so maybe we should catch that. But he continues, but something seems off. Do you reckon that these sorts of screenings are happening more to offer a wider choice at cinemas, or is it a more nakedly cynical attempt to encourage moviegoers who've otherwise switched off back to cinema screens?
I think a bit of both, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good money maker for these cinemas. I imagine it's a lot cheaper to buy the rights to show Lord of the Rings than it is to show a brand new film. I think it's great for people. I think it's a good way of turning people onto the cinema as well, getting your money's worth. We pay 18 quid a month for Odeon, whatever, and we've both booked to see Lord of the Rings next week, a film that we both would love to see in cinema, and this is probably the only chance in my life that I'm going to be able to put aside 12 hours in total of time to watch the 3 extended Lord of the Rings in the cinema. Like, I love it. I think people are showing out for it as well. I think it's yeah, I do love it. I think it's a really good way of getting people in the seats.
Yeah, I wouldn't want them to stop it because, like, because the cinema is the best place to see most films, like probably 95% of films. So why only get one chance? Because there's films that came out 60 years ago that I'd love to see in the cinema, and it would never happen otherwise. So yeah, it's definitely a good thing. But I think he makes a good point about it being a bit point blank. Like, right, if I play Jurassic Park again, like, of course it's going to fill
go
up
again.
seats. Yeah,
how that's so true. It is a bit. You're right. It's a bit like if we went and saw Jurassic Park last year, didn't we? Anniversary showing.
But then it's not like they're misadvertising it. Like, you're going to see Jurassic Park. You know it's good. You know,
and I'd go again.
Yeah.
If they said it's showing next week, I'd make time in my schedule to go watch it again.
Yeah. I wouldn't feel shortchanged by seeing it.
Not at all.
Yeah, why not? Especially because perhaps the quality of films this year haven't been as good, or there hasn't been as many flagship movies.
Yeah.
And it might be that in my mind I'm thinking about Marvel and Star Wars, which is also not necessarily true for last year because we had 3 Marvel films. I think only one of them was good.
I think that's a prime example of it.
But it is stuff like that. I think it does feel emptier compared to the last decade and a half without so many Marvel movies coming out and without any Star Wars films or any.
We haven't had a Star Wars film since Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
This
have we got one next
franchise.
year? Or is it the year after?
I don't think there's one scheduled, is there?
There's 3. So yeah, we've got the Mandalorian one coming soon, haven't we? Is that next year?
I think it's year after.
Okay. Yeah, you got a long wait.
I don't think they've got dates. Yeah, I think this franchise that was the pioneer of cinema visual effects is now being renegated to TV shows. Yeah. And it's as much as that first episode of The Acolyte's great, Mando's great. It's a bit sad.
Yeah. And on that somber note, if you want to get in touch with the show, let us know what you think of Josh's questions. Joshua, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for those.
That's
nice. That's lovely.
I love having that little because it kills like 15 minutes and it's also like gets me engaged.
Yeah, it sort of gets your brain going, doesn't it?
It's good. Love it. We should bring back the games. We've not done a game for a few weeks, have we?
Maybe that's next week.
Yeah.
There's not many films on, like we just said.
Yeah. So. Apart from Lord of the Rings. So yeah, you can get in touch with the show by going to Instagram. Our handle is
Movie On Up Pod.
And on TikTok we are
Movie On Up.
And our email is moveinguppod@gmail.com.
Follow us, please. Give us a bit of traction. We've got a banger of a TikTok up. I will not lie. We made a great one at Brian Butterfield. Please go follow us.
Give that some love. We need
to. Love.
I will get some more TikToks going as well. I want to try and get like one up every other day.
Yeah,
try and get a bit of consistency there. Yeah. Always a pleasure, Alfie. Never a chore.
Never a chore. If I don't see you for the week, I'll see you through the window.
What?